Generic greetings! Back on Project Highrise once again. Generic Towers is having a little bit of an issue when it comes to elevators. If you can, you can't see at the moment, but just recently, sort of back end last episode, and there you go, we can see it now. What we're getting is a lot of breakdowns on the elevators, which is bad. There's our total revenue, which is actually really, really good. In fact, we've almost got, what was that, 100,000? Yeah, that's more than enough money to really continue building this thing up and up. What's that thing there? That is more service calls than we can fulfill. We'll have to resolve that. Just going to pause it for, oh my good grief, look at all these. There's also home cleaners saying they've got an issue as well. We'll have to sort that out. Yeah. In the previous episode, what we did was add a couple more stories. As you can see, we've pretty much went straight up, and we are on floor. Hang on, we'll just have a quick lookaroo. Hang on, that's not the right one. It is this one here. So we're at the floor 35, which is good. I've had several comments asking why I didn't go on a bigger map, and I think my original idea was to go onto the standard map, and I think that's what this is. But I'm actually glad that we haven't gone into a bigger map yet, and that's because I like the idea of actually building a tower up. We're trying to get this thing as tall as we can rather than just wide. But either way, what we're going to be doing this episode is continuing on getting more residents. As you can see, we've got 74, actually, you can hardly see it. 74 of 100 residents. This is for our achievement stroke contract type thing in here. We've also got things like large offices, which should be a nice thing to do. We've got more commuters. We'll go for more commuters. We'll sign that contract. I don't even know what it is, but we'll see what it says. Office workers, 103 of 150. Alright, so it's getting that one sorted. Excellent. So we need to sort these things out first. We've got more service calls yesterday than we could fulfill. You need more service centers of this type. So that is a home cleaners, and also same thing. Hang on, home cleaners as well. Right, so we just need more home cleaners is the story of this. Let's just check this one. We're just going to check trash amount. Trash amount seems about right, so that's fine. So all I'm going to do is go into the services tab, into the home, and then we need home cleaners. Housekeeping services we need. So it is this one, and we're going to put them now, do we want to put them right next to each other? I think it will matter not. So we're going to put one there, and then same thing again. Hang on, home services, that's the wrong one, and housekeeping services, and there we go. We're going to put two of them in. As you can see over here as well, we've got a problem with the copy center. We've had people saying that there is not enough of that, so we're going to sort that out. We're going to put a copy center in there. This is what this little space is for. And we've also got a daycare center, which apparently is not also being it's being used, but we can't really put any more in, which is a bit of a shame. This is a unit, like an office thing. What is it? Office? Temporary staffing office for businesses and stuff. Oh, that's like services again. So we could actually put, if we really wanted to, another daycare center. No, we can't put a daycare center. It's because of that random spacing that I mentioned earlier, which is problematic. Now, where do I want to put it? I could put it in the basement, which would not be great, right below the trash and stuff. I don't like the idea of that. Although, it would make a little bit of sense putting it here, right next to security and right next to the commuter stuff. So you can come to work on the train, and then once you get here, you can say, right, I'm sorry, little Timmy, I need to, obviously, mummy needs to go to work or whatever, and then take them there, and then, you know, drop them off the daycare as they get off the train, which may or may not work. I don't know. It needs cable television, so we will resolverate that. So we just need to go into this thing here, cable television, and then we'll drag that all the way to there, and then there's that pretty much sorted. Excellent. So hopefully there's that all done. Looks like this, it was an office. I think, no, it was actually a department store, and it's moved out. One of the things that really bugs me is that when you have like certain stores like this and then they move out, it actually deletes the entire store. I don't think it should delete it. It should just remove and say, you know, you need to put them in, because sometimes you just forget. You're just like, what the hell is that? So anyway, we've got around here, we've got Global Electronics. It says do not turn a profit yesterday. The too few customers are too much competition, which is an issue. So what we want to do is we haven't got a shoe store, so that's going to be a shoe store. Oh no, we can't actually have that because apparently we don't have an empty bay. So it looks like actually when they move out, it looks like they might not take the bays with them, or they might not empty the bays. Is that a bit of a bug? I don't know if that is this. I don't know if that actually is that or not. I don't know if that's what's happened there. Either way, we're going to put 1, 2, and then 3 of these storages in. There we go. And then we'll let them crack on. And obviously we then need to put some more shoe stores in. So we'll go for Midway shoe store. Excellent. Okay. So there's all that sorted. We'll go up, and we can see that we've got this elevator here that doesn't run up any further. Now, a lot of people, or rather, I asked in the last episode, what would you like to do in terms of the elevator? Because I said we can either have an elevator that just goes straight up, Or we could change it so we have an elevator like that sort of joins about here, then goes up, or get rid of all of these and then have it so you go up to this will be just a penthouse, and then we'll have straight elevators, so we'll have a spare floor. A lot of people have said actually it's not a bad idea, but at the end of the day, if that breaks down, then you got a problem. So what we'll be doing is going up to about maybe floor 50, and then we'll go for a single elevator. Or that is the plan at the moment. But again, these things are changing quite rapidly based on what the hell happened there. You see, it sort of the screen sort of flicked to the center, and it means I've put the thing in the wrong area. But I can easily delete that. We'll just demolish that area. Right, back over to building again. Water and power is what we're putting in here. I'm just hoping it doesn't flick to the center. There we are. Job done. Okay, so electricity we will run it all the way over to there, and same thing again, we're just going to run all of the electricity over because we know that we're going to need it, so we might as well pre-run it. That's a little bit too far because we don't actually need it that far. My hope is that we'll actually get all of this put in this episode, but it'll be problematic, I think. I think it's going to take a little bit too long to do. To do the whole thing might be a bit of an issue. So what I'm doing is just going round and seeing what this far end one needs, because all I'm going to do is just put more spaces in, more people. I know I'm placing this slightly wrong. I'm not actually doing it right. I'm going a little bit over, but that's not too bad. We can always get rid of it. I mean, in terms of money, we're not really well, we're not exactly short, are we, of money? So there we go. We're just gonna put all this up to the end there, then we'll go delete, and then we'll do that as well. Obviously we need to run gas as well, I believe. Oh no, these ones don't need gas. Electricity and water is all you need. Right, so we want this two-bedroom apartment. You see we've got strange smells coming from somewhere. Well, that'll be the bins on the far left. I know a lot of people have said it's best to put the bins on the other side, but I just haven't. Anyway, we got this other empty office space in there, so that is public relations firms. So we might be able to get... we can't get tech offices because we really need small ones. You see, you need to contain more technical offices to attract the tenants, so that's what we're going to do. Medical is... Oh, actually, it's not the same thing. We'll go for West... Open, I can't even say that word, so we're just going to click on that one and just get it sorted. Right, was it an optometrist? Was it like, yeah, eyesight? No, I don't know. Right, let's go for a couple of bins. That's a ringing noise because I clicked on the thing behind it. All we're going to do is just place the bins all the way up to the top, like so, and then straight down the bottom with the recycling. There we are, and obviously that's going to take a little while, so we'll let them crack on with that, and then the rest of it will just be this. We're going to put the large two-bedroom apartments. So in order to get technical services, technical offices, we need smaller ones, which might be an issue. It looks like this is moved out. Whatever the restaurant was here, it's actually closed down, which is again a bit of a shame, so we're going to put that back in there, and then we'll just say sports bars, Italian restaurant. Now that's an Italian, we don't want an Italian next to it. Mexican perhaps? No, that's Mexican down there. Brunch, we'll have a orange ball diner. We'll put a brunch in, even though the diner's just above it. It's all a bit too clustered there. A lot of people have mentioned this, that really the best way to do it is to completely stagger it. The problem if you do that, however, is that if you have, like, say, restaurant, bit of office, well, you know, next, and just continue going out. By the way, I'm just going to pause it for a second while I go down to maintenance and say renovate all the offices because it's all dirty and there's a lot of money spent, but, you know, we understand that that's just because I've put a lot of stuff in this episode. Yes, so a lot of people have said you sort of stagger it. The problem if you do that is that a lot of these things do say, oh, look, we're too noisy, blah, 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 they don't like it, etc. It's just, it's problematic. So you either do what I've done now, which is sort of put in, understand, knowing that, right, this is going to generate noise, we understand, just clump it in. Next one, this is going to generate a bit of smell, understand, clump it in. If you sort of split it all over the place, then you're going to get smells, you're going to get noise, you're going to get high traffic or low traffic and competition all over the place. So it's an issue whatever you do. It's just trying to find the right balancing act. So we need a two-bedroom apartment, and that's what these ones are going to be. And we're going to place them all up to the top. Obviously, it doesn't cost us any money at all to place the standard forms, but then it does cost you to actually place these in here. So these are just the large two-bedroom apartments. There we go. It does cost us money, but obviously they're going to start paying rent at some point, and then we'll go all the way up to there. Obviously, we also want to go to our wallpaper and put in the nice sort of, I don't know, what is it, mid-60s, late 60s wallpaper? There you go. So we'll wait for them to move in. They're saying they're out of power. Not enough electrical transformers in the building. Okay, we'll need to resolve that. So we'll just go to electricity. And we will put in a very large bank. So we're going to put one in there. That should hopefully do it. Yeah, looks like about right. Excellent. So, apartment residents, 79 of 100. That's what we're trying to get. Office workers, similar thing. 107 of 155. But in order to get some residents, some office workers, we need to probably put in... I'd love to put these like big offices in, but we can't. We need medium, probably a medium office. I'm going to put one in now, just to see what happens. Can we get technical? No, you can't. It's strange because... Oh, no, creative and technical. So there we go. We're going to put that in. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to delete that because that is not the area we need to have it at. That is our like extra floor for temporary staffing and things like that. So that's what that's for. We'll get rid of that. Okay, so we want to go to offices and standard office here. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 with a little bit of a gap there, and then we want to go in creative and technical. We want to search for more creative and technical. Now, obviously, we've already ran some electricity through this, so that's not a big issue. What is a problem is I don't know exactly how much... What else they need? They need phones. Of course, they need phones. I don't know what else they need. We'll just see what happens in a more. So we'll get all that over there to the phone. Now we're going to have a couple of floors of these, at least 3, I think, of these offices. So we'll just run these across like so. And then we'll say, we're doing a bit of headhunting, you see, for the creative and technical officers. We do have some buzz well, we do have some buzz from here, but we also have some consultant stuff to do, the influence, which is zoning changes in public art, but sadly we can't have that. Needs public plaza area, at least 5 tiles. Pretty much can't do it because of the size of this, because of the public plaza. Because of the size of this, I can't place a public plaza, so I'm not going to be able to get them ones there, which means I can't actually raise this height over the current border limit, which is an issue. But nothing I can do. You can see I've got 4,131 media buzz, which is good. However, it's going to cost 5,760 to do any sort of service. What would you call it? Any sort of campaign. That's the right word. So, creative and technical officers again. Connie Q, Thornton and Associates. We also need to go for Avant-Garde Architecture Studio. There we go. And hopefully that'll be enough. Actually, what we'll do, we'll just go back to office space. Might as well put them all in. There we are. And then we will put something. We'll put something on the other side, but we'll see how it goes. So I again want to click on that one to get a bit of headhunting in there, and then while they're doing that, I can spend my time put. Oh, I already did the phones. I will, while I'm here, do the wallpaper. There we go. Lovely wallpaper. Excellent. So it looks like a lot of these are not... Well, they don't have any people in, some of them. Some of them do, some of them don't. Generating influence, that's because they are nice luxury apartments. To get the other one, to get the next highest one, we'll have a quick look-saroo. There's a headquarters as well. We're going to start putting headquarters in. But if we have, for example, the very, very nice like penthouse stuff, we can't really have that. But I don't... This double one here. There's the money up and down, look at it all over the place. But either way, we've got 95 grand. So the large deluxe apartment, you need a great variety of stores that sell food and groceries and need more luxury apartments. So essentially, we can't do the large one, we just need the luxury one. So we're going to delete that and we'll get rid of that. And then we're going to do something similar with a 2-bedroomed one like so. And then this one, we'll say the more luxury apartments. Again, we can't have this one, we just need more luxury apartments, which is problematic. So we're going to have to go down again. So we can't even have them ones there, and we can have more of these 2-bedroom luxury apartments. So we're gonna have to put these ones in, which is essentially what we have down the bottom. So we're gonna have to stop doing these ones and then put these ones in, which is an issue, but we'll see how it goes. Right, so we need to go to creative and technical offices, global industrial design, and this one is downtown drafting and design company, and then we'll do a bit more headhunting again. Straight down the bottom, what we want to do is go and check on our maintenance. We will say renovate the entire thing. There we are. You can see office workers are coming 122 of 150, apartment residents 81 of 100. That's fine. We haven't really got any other construction options. I do want to do some more maintenance, but that'll be building staff, you see. Another maintenance room. I think perhaps another maintenance room is in order, so we're going to put one on the right hand side there, just because I think it's worth it. I would rather have put it right next to that one, but we just can't because of how it is. I'm very tempted to change a couple of things around when we get to about floor 40, because at the moment we are on floor 35. We get to floor 40, we can go to 80, I believe. Is it? Is it 80? Oh god, yeah, you can go quite high. No, max. Max is 70 tiles width. Floor height is 80. Okay. Yes, hang on. What? Building width is 69 tiles, is it? And, oh, of course, it sounds dodgy. It sounds like, actually, that's the same size. You're thinking, hang on, the building width is 70 tiles and the floor height is 80. So you'd think it would be pretty much a square. No, because the tiles are not the same size. Look at the size. It's like, that's the width, it's very small, and then that's the height. So even though it might be the same, like, if we look at that, it's a bit iffy. You look at it and go, hang on, that doesn't make much sense. Anyway, we'll put more of these design people in. Again, we're going to go creative and other things like that. Just put them in. Get more office workers, more money, more power, blah, blah, blah. And I think while they are doing that, we will increase the size of... Oop, there's our budget. Lots of money. Increase the size of the building once more, because we can. So, again, running all of this up. What we're going to do is slap to 4... I think we'll just smash this to floor 40. And let them crack on. Obviously, they're going to say they can't get to the higher floors, which we understand, which is why we will then put in a stairwell. Might as well go for these as well. Luxury elevators, I did check up, and people have mentioned it as well, that essentially all they are is an elevator that goes anywhere at once. So I don't know what's luxury about it, but it, you know, it is a luxury one, apparently. So there we go. Right, so we've got all of these offices in. Some of these apartments here. We do need to get these apartments sorted. I could go to a certain point like floor 40 and the rest upwards will only be people, but I don't know. I don't actually know how far we're going to go with this. Either way, I'm trying to get the better officers, but it's just taking quite some time, you see. So creative and technical officers, we're almost here. As far the further we go up, the better this thing actually is. So we do want a... Oh, look, a precision architecture studio. That'll do us quite nicely. Okay, so wires... Wiring closets all the way up to there, and then we want our water. And we know that these are going to run. It's starting to get a little bit tedious running all of these water pipes and stuff. I mean, I'm not saying it's like a terrible thing, because it's just part of the game, but essentially there's no creativity, there's no reason why you can't just have an automated system. But then again, you could argue that for a lot of things and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, essentially all I'm doing now is when I go to the next floor, I go, bosh, put the closet in, then drag it to one side or the other. But maybe it's just me lacking creativity in this thing. Perhaps a better person could figure something better out. Anyway, over to the... I think, back to offices, probably. Large office. Let's see if we can get engineering. Ah, yes, we can get tech offices and engineering. Excellent, which is what we want. So the question is, if we can get them in, can we get the HQs in, which will place them as well? Broadcasting, greater variety of restaurants, technical officers to attract this tenant. Okay, yeah. So essentially, I need more technical officers. So I think what we can probably do is go 1, 2, and then how do we want it? 3, 4. And we've already ran things in, so we've got engineering and technical. There's the money again. It's up and down, it's all over the place. I'm just worried about this. As you can see, money is, I'm not really too bothered about it. So, here we go. This is some tech officers, which you just have a name like Freight and Pyax. Yeah, they want electrical, phone, and they expect professional printing and they expect other services. I know I've mentioned this before, and people have pointed in the comments as well, but I'm just going to clarify that they expect this, that, and the other doesn't necessarily mean they need it. Right? They expect it. If you don't have it, they're not necessarily just going to either not move in or move out. It just means that they are more likely to complain, which, you know, to be fair, they have a right to do so, I guess. So, for the tech officers, we need auditing service. No, we need marketing and we need health and fitness. Okay, so let's have a quick look at that. So, printing. Corporate communication services are present. Not present, but desired by tenants. Actually, so I should have had this in quite a while ago. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put on these upper floors. I think it's probably going to generate noise, but we'll see how it goes. So we'll put these tech offices in, freight, and we'll put in next to it, what was it? Pyax, yes. And then this one, financial, no, we want engineering. It's GLB. Or Gallagher Environment Engineering. Or do I just want tech? That's the question. I'm going to look for more tech. So now that these are in, we'll be able to check on services, you see. And hopefully it will... There's an executive club. What I'll do is I'll wait. I'll just wait until these are in. And then whatever it says expects, I'll then just shove in as well. Because it makes it easier. So, waiting for these ones. It's going to take a while for them to sort out, but we'll see how it goes. We can start doing some more advertising campaigns, but what I want to do is probably do an advertising campaign to bring more commuters in for the office workers, you see. And hopefully that'll work out. Right, so we've got this thing here, the communication services, which sort of ironically, we haven't connected the phone up, so it's actually quite a crap communication services system because they can't communicate with anything. Oh dear, oh dear. So these offices and these offices are in. So let's just see exactly what they want. The one janitorial services, they are present but insufficient. So that's easy. That's a job easily sorted. And there we go. And they also, we want. What else did they want? Present operating, present operating, present operating, present operating, present operating. There's no people in here yet, so I guess it's not going to generate, it's not going to have any needs. Being close to an elevator is a plus, they like that. So far there's no noise or anything like that, they just like being here. We will need to eventually we will start having to, well, we'll have to put in some more, I think, places to buy food and groceries and such, because we just haven't got it. Right, so the 2-bedroom apartments, I believe we want one and then two. No, we can't fit 2 of them in. That's problematic. That is an issue. We want the luxury ones, you see. And if I can only fit 1 in, it's because I haven't got any of the small 2-bedroom apartments. I haven't got any. So maybe it's time we put some on this side. Let's have a quick look. So, can I put luxury on this one? I can have luxury there, but I can't have it on this one, I'm sure. That's what I checked. Yeah. Greater variety of food that sells groceries and more luxury apartments. So it's gonna have to be them ones, really, because you can't really stagger it. So in order to do this, oh dear, I'm going to have quite a bit of a change in the design of the tower, because we need these in. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to get the demolish tool out. We're going to get rid of all of these. So yes, we do want to demolish that. Demolish that. And what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of the stairwell. Now, I am going to put the stairwell in, but I'm going to shift it. I'm going to shift it one to the right. So we have more space on the left. And this is where we're sort of centralizing the elevator. Obviously, we've got an elevator on the far right. We've got one here. We should really have one on the left. It's not happened. But I will shift this stairwell. I know some people will complain that we actually don't need this, but I am of the opinion that having it is a good idea. So anyway, over here, we'll just check before we do anything else what other services may be in here. There's no demand, or there's nothing in like bold, which means it's good. Courier services present but maybe insufficient. Right, that's fine. It's quite an easy job. You just put more in. That's fine. Roo. And that's a word. I don't know why I said that. Whatever. And then executive club. There's no demand. It's strange because these were saying they require some like different. Require some services, but it's not. It's now no longer saying which ones they require. They're all saying they're having a good day, which is good. Don't need to alter the sliders. We're gonna have a quick look down and see if anyone's moved out. Looks like they're all in there. That's all in there. It looks like nobody's moved out yet, which is a very, very good plus. Nothing getting shouted at or anything like that. We're gonna do a full renovation, as you might expect. Really wish there was a way to automate this. There might be a way to automate it, but anyway. So what we'll do, we will check on these. And we'll check on the tech offices, and there we go, 1 potential tenant. So this requires health and fitness services, so we're going to put them in there, and we will then put janitorial services, again insufficient apparently, so we're going to put more janitorial service in. I think we do have a lot of janitorial services just in the basement, or they're all over the place. It doesn't really matter as long as I place them in. Look, this is getting quite tall now, isn't it? It's a proper tower now. So health and fitness services is what we need, so they'll be in here, I'm guessing. So courier services are present but maybe insufficient. Again, we need more of them put in. And file storage, catering, orbiting. There you go, health and fitness. That's probably going to create some noise. And I'm going to put the gym in the basement. I think it's probably a bit better. Probably best to put it in the basement. Probably next to security. There we go. Right. Job done. These are making a lot of money as well. These guys. Rent is too high. Bollocks, is it too high? I mean, they're in the basement, so to be fair, it's a little bit iffy for them, but whatever. Right, so these are in. And what we want to do is more people. So up to this one. Could have a gap between the two. I prefer a gap between the sides. So we're going to put that one in there. And essentially just do this, right? All the way up to words. Now maybe we won't. What I'll do is run the electricity over to the end like so. And then we'll check on each one of these. Luxury requires cable, water and gas. So let me get that sorted. So cable. Oh, good grief, the screen's flickering again. So cable, and then obviously we need to do water and gas. I'm just going to do the 3 rows for now. Water, which I already ran. And gas, which I didn't. Aha! Right, so there's them put in. And then each one of these. Luxury expects dog walking services. Oh, very good. Dog walking services. What, on the 40th floor? That doesn't really work out. Right. Dog walking services. That'll be in this one. Dog walking services. There it is. Which we can put in here if we really want to. There you go. There's a little bath I looked in there as well. Right. So, yeah, we'll just put them in. Don't know if people are actually going to move into these ones. If in all fairness, I have no idea if that's actually going to work out. So what I want to do is, ooh, can we go? We can't go there. It needs a plaza at least 5 tiles. So I'm not going to be able to do them, which is a crying shame. So we want to probably put in some these, and I think in these gaps here, right next to this, I think what we'll do is we'll get some artwork in. So large art, we don't have art. Medium art, we don't have that. So essentially we can't put them in. So it's just going to be some paintings, outdoor art. Nope, that's a big hand. Would love to place that. Plazas. Look at all these things I cannot place because of the size of it. I would have to demolish half the bloody building in order to get it done. Shame. Medium art, no. Small art. I guess it's going to be small art, isn't it? I just wanted to put some art in around the place, so put some art there, and then another one there. Job done. And we kind of really wanted to put in, I think, some furniture. Nice little chair. Factory. Okay. Right. What I want to do is get satisfaction for all apartment residents. That's pretty good. I'm trying to run some media buzz stuff here. Increase sales revenue in stores. I think office workers will feel even better. I'm going to do happy drones just because we haven't actually done it. We'll see how it goes. Right, gonna leave it there. These floors are, well, they're going in, as you can see. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the more residents and more commuters done. There's our budget there, which, as you can see, we spent a lot, but we've got 108,000, so money is no longer an issue. All right, so they just don't need to worry about that one. What I'm going to do next episode is continue going up. The idea is to get as many of the luxury stuff as we can. The overall objective of this has always been to build a tower and have fun. I think, well, I'm certainly doing that. I don't know about yourself watching. I assume so if you're listening to this. Or not, maybe you're just like, I hate this, but I'm going to watch it anyway. The idea is to get as tall as we can. But if we need an end goal, we want like a luxury goods area. We want all of the best stuff that we can put in. But that'll depend on exactly how far we really want to go with this. I don't know if we're reaching a point where it's just getting tedious. But either way, we'd love to know what you think, how we should proceed, etc., etc. As always, comments in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. And generic partings.